The September 23rd, 2020 meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to an order. Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Dr. Vogt?
Here.
Mrs. Wittes?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
And Mr. Vieira.
Here. We'll now do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Presentations are none. Reading and approval of the previous minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes of September 9, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
And Mr. Vieira.
Yes. Consideration of ordinance. Hearing and final consideration, there's none. Ordinance for introduction, there's none. Public participation. I need a motion to open the public portion of the meeting for all comments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? If any member of the public has any comments to make, please dial *9 on your phone, and a representative will call on your last 3 digits of your phone number. When you are called upon, state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Caller whose phone number ends in 198. Go ahead.
Mr. IT Man, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. IT Man?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Request 1-minute notification from the clerk. Vincent Laporte, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Tonight, taxes. I'm particularly requesting Dennis Sherman, head of the Long Branch Condo Coalition, and his wife, Councilwoman Anita Vogt, to particularly listen to what's being stated tonight, because it affects both of you. 12 years ago, in 2008, Isaiah Chera and Ralph McCash paid $17,125,000 for the nearly 5-acre Tackanassie Beach Club. In the intervening years, the city and county spent several $1 million straightening out and fixing the ocean flue, building a permanent bulkhead retaining wall around the eastern end of Lake Tackanassie, and extinguishing a century-old 40-foot wide public access right-of-way. Additionally, the Army Corps of Engineers has in the interim undertaken 2 rounds of sand replenishment on the Tack beachfront. And finally, in 2018, the property was specifically carved out as a designated federal opportunity zone tract. Now, 12 years later, with a fully approved 13-home subdivision in place and the first of 8 townhomes completed, the aggregated land assessment at Tackanassie Beach Club stands at only $16,500,000, or $625,000 less than what Isaiah Chera and Ralph McCash paid for the beachfront property back in 2008. The 8 standalone townhomes are presently being marketed at pre-construction prices of $3,750,000. Currently, the townhomes have identical land assessments of $500,000 each. Let me repeat that. 8 Tackanassie townhomes with land assessments of $500,000 each. At the August 26th council meeting, I discussed and highlighted the fact that at Ocean View Towers, 510 Ocean Avenue, where Dennis Sherman and Anita Vogt reside, land assessments of 27 duplexes, being 1,504 square feet per unit, are $500,000 each. Again, land assessments of 27 duplexes at Ocean View Towers are $500,000 each. the very same $500,000 land assessment of the 8 townhomes at TAC I just spoke of. As I said previously, the county's move away from relying on outside appraisers to perform periodic reassessments has been a disaster for taxpayers. The county's misguided focus on streamlining the assessment process by relying exclusively on the expertise or lack thereof of local assessors and their staffs, as well as an increased reliance on computer-aided appraisal software, is and will continue to be problematic. For the third time in as many months, Council, I'm stating it again, either scrap the city's participation in the county assessment demonstration program or petition the county to consider reforms to the program
Mr.
that make
Lepore, you have 1
property
minute, sir.
taxes simpler, clearer, and fairer, such as using a 3-year rolling average of assessments to calculate property taxes, which would provide immediate tax relief to the mainly abused and the battered residents of this city with its destabilized tax base. I would fully expect the residents, and especially the condo owners in this city, to contact Dennis Sherman, head of the Long Branch Condo Coalition, and Councilwoman Anita Vogt, to ask them, what are they going to do about their situation? With an administration that has done absolutely nothing to address the tax matter. And by doing so, the people of this city will be seeking relief equivalent to the relief and the success of attaining that relief of Dennis Sherman and Anita Vogt.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Lepore.
Caller whose phone number ends in 350. Go ahead.
Ernest McNally, born on 2nd Avenue in Long Branch, and I reside at Deal Lake Drive in Asbury Park. I'm a homeowner there. I'd like to start off with the news of today. Monmouth County prosecutor, detective part-time, Long Branch detective or officer full-time, Jake Pascucci, appealed a sentence to try and get no jail time for killing a woman drunk driving with a fireman in the passenger seat in 2017, with a trail of drunkenness throughout the county with police and firemen that day, and tried to actually get away with it with no jail time. But today, somehow, even the most minimal sentence was at least adhered to. During COVID, they appealed, tried to get the 364-day, which is a travesty of justice in itself, jail term in Middlesex County, thrown out, but it upheld for 264 days. So now, Mr. Jake Pascucci and his close associate who brought him in and looks over him, now Chief Roebuck, now one of your guys is going to jail for 264 days, and it's another public disgrace for the Long Branch Police, the Monmouth County prosecutor who hired him to work during his lifelong drunk driving sprees and other crimes. And now you can't do anything more, I don't think. I think you're out of appeals. You're out of pulling in favors, out of pulling in the freeholders, out of pulling in the sheriff, the prosecutor, and who knows who else. Always trying to tamp down crime by the Long Branch Police, Asbury Police, Neptune Police, Deal Police, Allenhurst Police, Ocean Police, Eatontown Police, West Long Branch Police, Monmouth, whatever. You know, at some point, your Teflon is going to be pulled away. But we have weak people in government, especially in Long Branch and in Asbury. We have a prosecutor and a sheriff who dominate the system and the government to the point where you can't even file a complaint against a police officer. And if you get them in and you get them charged with felonies, they're going to be downgraded, pre-trial conference, they evaporate the cases. You got numerous Long Branch cops drunk driving, cracking telephone poles in half. The case disappears. other cops in a local golf clubs getting drunk, beating up women, getting arrested. The case disappears. The judges are involved. The prosecutor's involved, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, let's not to forget to put money in the commissary for Jake Pascucci in the Middlesex County Jail for 264 days. Let's hope he surrenders soon, unless Roebuck and the prosecutor can come up with another way of tampering with Middlesex Judge Toto and his lawyer Altman. What else? Now let's get back to Roebuck. You all testified, or you stated in the meeting, open meeting last week, that there was no supplement or dossier or other document generated, and clearly in the report that was done that the taxpayer paid $43,000 for, there's a statement that there was an additional dossier or some other document. Now, I called it a report, so you may have used the excuse to get out and say, there is no other report. But what I'm now going to ask you and clarify, Mr. Mayor and Mr. City Manager or Business Administrator, was there anything other than what the public now has? Mr. Mayor.
No. The answer is,
Okay.
I answered the question. The answer is no. And what you're referring to is a document, and I think that we've already provided to people.
To another requester, sir.
Yeah, on an Oprah request. It's not documents prepared by government strategies. It was documents that were given to them. And it's actually stuff that was other Oprah requests that the city answered in 2020. So there's nothing else. I mean, those documents were three. One was
Okay,
an answer
sir,
in a federal complaint.
Don't use
I'm
up
going to
my
answer the
time.
question.
All I'm asking is, the other documents that you gave to someone else, were those documents that you created in your own report
No.
about yourself?
Nope. Those
Then
documents that...
all right, so where did
No,
this come
no.
from? The Twilight Zone?
Those were
Where is this
documents
document?
those were documents that were given to government strategy and were not referred to in their complaint, in their report. That's all they were. They were, and just for the record, what they were was the answer filed by a city attorney in a lawsuit going back to 2015, a draft policy of the police department, and records with regards to finer detail. I believe Mr. Laporte talked about it at the last meeting he had.
You know what?
Given him
Now we're
copies of it,
getting
so that's what
somewhere.
it was.
Thank
You know
you
what?
for your comment,
it all
Mr.
comes
McNally.
back to covering up for Roebuck. I don't care what you say. You know, you.
Oh. I need a motion to close the public participation portion of this meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolutions. We can take the list of resolutions as in a consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler,
Yes.
Dr. Vogt,
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes,
Yes.
Dr. Selly,
Yes.
and Mr. Viera.
Yes. Applications, there's none. Miscellaneous for the business, for the good of the order. Councilman Dangler.
Thank you. I would just like to thank the Department of Public Works for the fine job. The summer is over. It was a very hectic, unusual summer, of course, but we got through it. So I want to thank everyone that was a part of that, the beach cleanup, just keeping the city as safe as possible. And as we move forward into the fall, I would just like to encourage everybody to continue to wear their masks, continue to do social distancing as much as possible. As the numbers are rising a little bit, let's do your part to try and get the numbers back down and to just to be safe and have a blessed fall season and certainly holiday season. Thank you.
Councilwoman Vogt?
So just a few things, primarily to just help all of us get through this whole COVID challenge. But first, let me just say, if you're watching the budget, we should all be very happy that at one point, I think we had announced to you that the school-based youth services was proposed not to be funded. And apparently there has been a lot of advocacy to fight that and to asked that that be put back in so that funding for school-based youth services program has been entirely restored. That should make all of us very, very happy in terms of taking care of our kids. So let me tell you a few other things just for our kids. And this we just had posted. This is from the Monmouth County Social Services Office. And for families that need some assistance with child care, we posted this on our website. It's called the COVID School Age Tuition Assistance for Working Families, where if the household income is under $75,000, you can qualify to get up to $635 a month for child care. So please, if this applies to you, if you're looking for some assistance with paying for child care so parents can go back to work, check out the website, see if you apply, see if you are eligible, and it has all of the procedures there to go through to apply for it. So that's a wonderful service that's available for us. This Saturday, again, to help all of us through this Saturday from 12 to 2 at Second Baptist Church right here in Long Branch, as you all very well know, is a food drive with free food for people. So please, if this is going to be of assistance to you, this Saturday, September 25th, 12 to 2, right at the Second Baptist Church, and we can have that posted also on our website. It would be wonderful for people to get used to going to the website and social media for all these kinds of announcements, because there are so many resources that are available to us. So this last one is kind of special and probably an unusual one for us to be announcing, but there's a wonderful, wonderful organization. It's the Child Care Resources Center. Everything for kids. It's child care, it's parenting, it's whatever we can do to help our kids have the best youth experience possible. So through this, this week is actually National Diaper Week. And so they are holding a collection. And this is something that is fully supported by the mayor, by the council, to please, if you can, donate diapers, again, for families in need. You know how expensive these things are. And so the mayor and business administrator graciously agreed that City Hall can be the drop-off place. We're going to be running this campaign for up until the end of next week. And again, we'll make the information available on the website of how our Long Branch folks can qualify to get this. But first, if you can make a donation, extraordinarily appreciated. So, as much as we help each other get through all of this, it'll be good for everybody. So with that, thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilwoman Witters?
Hi, good evening. We received many emails from various members of the community regarding the Watershed Institute Enhanced Stormwater Rules Template, urging us to adopt it. And I just wanted to inform everyone that according to our business administrator, Mr. Jackson, it's currently being reviewed by the city engineer, and they're reviewing all the details, and they'll be getting back to us shortly with adopting. I believe we have until March 2021 to do so. So I just want to let you know that we are reviewing it, and we'll keep you posted. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Councilwoman Selly?
Good evening, everyone. I have one very important thing to say tonight. And for those of you that live here close to City Hall, at the bottom of the ramp at City Hall, there is an official ballot box. Now, the ballots won't be out until the 5th of October, and the box will be locked until then. But please, if you're looking for an official ballot box We in Long Branch are very happy and lucky to have one. So, thank you very much.
Mayor Pallone.
Thank you, Council President, and good evening, everyone. I just wanted to mention a few things coming up. We currently have a fall schedule of safe recreation programs on our website and social media, which includes paddleboarding, pumpkin painting, a kickball tournament, and more. To sign up or find out more about this, call our Recreation Department at 732-571-6545. We have a citywide yard sale planned for October 10th and 11th. No sign-up is needed or permits necessary. If you have any question, please contact the clerk's office at 732-571-5686, and Ms. Moss can give you any information that she has. Our next coffee with the mayor and council is on September 29th. That's, I believe, next Tuesday, from 8 to 9:30 at Manahasset Park. Again, it's in the morning. Usually we've had them in the evening, so come and have a coffee and chat with us. Social distancing and masks are required. Councilwoman Selly referred to the voter mailing box, ballot box, which is located outside City Hall. Again, we'll have much more detailed information about how you can vote on our website, or you can call again Ms. Moss at the clerk's office at 732-571-5686. It was mentioned in the council meeting today. I'd like to again thank the financial department and Mr. Martin. Long Branch now has a AA2 rating. This reinforces the stable finances of the city. This rating, also known as the Moody's rating system, shows the credit quality of the city as a whole and demonstrates the city's general credit worthiness. So we're all very pleased about that. The community pool is currently under construction. We hope to have it open next summer, and we're also currently well into construction at the Long Branch Arts and Cultural Center, and we hope to have that done soon as well. And we're excited to share this new building with our community. Thank you, and have a great week.
Thank you, Mayor Pallone. Good evening. This Saturday morning, I got to be part of the SLEO program, which is a Special Law Enforcement Officers. And we had a nice turnout. So, but if you're out there and you want to be a police officer in the city of Long Branch, please come and see Lieutenant Evangelio or see anybody. Give the applications, and they have openings for next summer, so you can work the boardwalks and other things. The emails from the watershed, as Councilwoman Witters, I've been receiving them also. We are working on that. And don't forget our census. Field of census is very important. Good night. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.